So good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's Next College session. My name is Rosemary, and I will be your anchor for today's session. It's a pleasure having you all here today and being part of this amazing session we're having that we're going to be learning a whole lot from, and I hope you enjoy it as we go forward. So today we will be discussing an important topic. We all know that the world is gradually evolving into the digital world, and we have a whole lot of tech skills all around us that at a point beginners will want to be like, which one will I go into, or is it even necessary for me to go into tech? So today we'll be talking about why having a tech skill is a necessity in today's world. We'll be learning from our speakers, sharing idea amongst ourselves, and also giving room for questions and interactions. That's where, if you have any doubts about your decision of going into tech, this is an opportunity for you to clear your doubts. If you have questions, or you're finding it difficult to choose a particular track or to choose a particular tech skill, this is an opportunity for you to gain clarification. So I will encourage everyone here to stay engaged throughout this section, participate fully, and speak up in areas where you need help or clarification. So once again, you're all welcome to this session. So before we proceed, I do like us to get to know ourselves much better. So on this note, I'll be calling on a few participants to briefly introduce yourselves. Here you'll be giving us your name, what you're currently doing or what you're learning, and in just one or two sentences, what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. So let's get right into it. I'll be calling your name, and if I call your name, please unmute and speak. So I'll be starting with Ade. Please pardon me if I don't get your name correctly. Adenike Olosho. So please speak and introduce yourself to us. Tell us what you do, and in one or two sentences what you think about the importance of tech in today's world. So Adenike, please, you have the floor. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. My name is Anke. Um, I'm part of the students in this tech journey. So, what I would like to say about tech is that I was generally tech is ruling the world now. Is one of the biggest opportunity. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, please, we can hear
Hello,
you.
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Text is text is one of the biggest, and I would say it's another next level to life.
Please, you can be a bit more audible. We can barely hear you speak.
Sorry, my network. I said the lessons, and though I'm not really, I do go back to reflect on the recording class. So with what I've learned so far, it's actually a great opportunity to be among this journey.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you. So I'll move forward to the next person, and that will be Ayomide Samuel. So you have the floor.
Okay, my name is Abimbola Ayomide Samuel. I'm into front-end web development, and what I've learned so far, I've learned how to structure, style, and animate a dark mode website using the HTML and CSS.
Okay. Yeah, in few sentences, can you tell us what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world?
Um. Okay. So important of tech in today's world is like it makes is very important in the world because it makes life easier, faster, more efficient, stuff like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Ayomide, for your
You're welcome.
contribution. That's
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Thank you so much for your contribution. We really and really appreciate it.
You're
So
welcome.
moving on, I will be calling on Blessing Chineye. Please tell us a bit about yourself, what you're currently doing or learning, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. Blessing, please, you have the floor.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Blessing. We
Okay, my
can hear
name is
you.
I'm learning front end development. So far, I'm able to build a website using HTML and CSS. The journey so far has been really interesting and wonderful. And why I chose tech is because the world is basically becoming a tech world. Everybody is not really everybody, but then those that if you want to be at the top of your game in today's world, you just have to have something related to tech attached to your knowledge. Is one of the prized knowledge in our world today, and I really find it interesting. I don't just know why, but is everything about it is just interesting to me. Knowing how the website works now, I look at websites differently from how I used to before. I see things differently now, and I'm really loving it. I like the my learning environment is a good place to learn. Thank you so much to Nest Academy, Nest College.
Thank you so much, Blessing, for sharing your part, the part of your journey. It's inspiring. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So moving forward, I'll be calling on Chisom. Chisom, please, you have the floor. Tell us your name, what you're doing or learning, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. You have the floor, please.
Okay, good day everyone. Charles Isobe Dibende. Currently, I'm into front-end development. I'm learning front-end development. So far, we have learned how to structure web pages, like using HTML and CSS. We did animation too, media queries and other stuff. I would say that tech is an integral part of this digital world. It makes everything way smarter, faster. People will get information both in healthcare, both in education. It makes our digital world easier for us. So for me, I would say tech is the new era.
Okay, thank you so much, Chisom. That was amazing. Thank you so much. So moving on, I'll call on Frank. Frank Joe.
Thank you very much. My name is Agbafon Benyabeza. I have been on this journey since January in Next College. We're currently learning full stack development, and so far, so good. Has been going fine. So, my interest in tech started from the fact that this is very heavy, right? The world, this everywhere in the world, this is very like nobody is going to be exempted from this tech journey, even if either you are actively in it or you are consuming the work done by the people that are practicing it. Like the fact that nobody, like even the Aboki, you see them making use of digital world. Anywhere you go, you see everybody holding phone, trying to get one digital help from one place to the other. Like this is where this is where the world is headed. Like we have gone past industrial stone age industrial, and we are now headed to the tech world where all these things are incorporated in the web, in the cloud. So that is my passion in this tech journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Frank, for that amazing contribution. Everyone is into tech. Either you are consuming it or you are providing the services. Thank you so much. So moving on, I'll be calling on Happy Agogo. Don't know if I got that correctly, but Happy, you have the floor. Okay, so I think I'll have to come back to Happy. I will call on. Okay, so sorry if I don't get your name correctly, but Nazama. I don't know if that's correct. Nazama, please kindly unmute and tell us your name, what you're learning or what you're currently doing, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. Okay, that is noted. So you're also going to be telling us where you are from. So, Nanla, can you hear me? Okay, so I think she can hear me. I will also have to come back to you later to save us time. So, Yakin, can you hear me, please? Yakin, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so if you can hear me, kindly unmute and tell us your name, where you're joining us from, what you're currently doing, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. Okay, noted. So if your environment is lousy, you can just type your input in the chat and I'll read it out. So moving on, I'll call on Victor Augustine. Can you hear me? Okay, so you're going to tell us your name, where you're joining us from, and what you're currently doing or what you're currently learning, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. You have the floor, please. Victor, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Victor Augustine. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, so I'm currently doing full stack with Next College. Yeah, so I
Okay,
think
that go on, please. Tell us what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world.
yeah, I think tech is the next big thing in today's world because you are revolving into robotics, AI, smart cities, and smart stuff. So we really need tech in today's world for cybersecurity, people that will develop those technologies into place because we are in the Gen Z, as it were. Yeah, we're in tech age.
All right, thank you so much. So we're in Gen Z, so everything needs to be in technology. So thank you so much for that amazing contribution. Moving on, I will call on Destiny Williams to speak to us. They all can hear me. So I'll read out Yakim chat. He said he's in a lousy environment. So he says, my name is Yakim Opeyemi. I'm from Lagos and I'm learning back end development. So that's for Yakim. So to round up the session, I will be calling on Favor. Okay, okay, I guess so. Favor, okay, to tell us your name, where you're joining us from, what you're currently doing, and what you think about the importance of tech skills in today's world. Favor, please, you have the floor. Okay, so I think Favor can hear me. So and Bayame just drop his thoughts on his importance into this word. So I'll read that out for us. So he says the importance of tech into this world is that out of 100% of day-to-day activities, we at least use 80% to survive and maintain our daily life activities. Plus, tech is very important because to be financially stable, you have to be more into tech and learn about it. And again, tech is the future and it's no longer a news to humankind. Okay, thank you so much, Yakim, for that contribution. We appreciate that. Okay, so I appreciate everyone who shared their opinion and their thoughts on this topic. So it's great hearing from different perspectives, and at this point, I'm going to invite someone who not only learns but also impacts people, someone who knows the value of tech into this world, someone who has been into tech for years and seeing how important it is. He took a decision to bring up an institution where he can pass on the knowledge which he has gathered for years and share it out to the younger generation, seeing how the world is gradually revolving. So I'll be calling on Mr. Mark Chizoba.
All right, good evening, everyone. Please indicate if you can hear my voice. Okay, my name is Mark Chikuzoba. I'm a health practitioner by profession, also a full stack web developer and mentor at Next College Limited. So I want to say a very big congratulations to all of us joining us in this meeting. Of course, it is absolutely a fantastic thing to be here speaking with you as one of the speakers for this great occasion. So I want to start with us being able to appreciate what technology has actually done for us. We can be able to appreciate the fact that, first of all, technology is why the world is said to be modern, okay? We say that we are a modern world, and that's because of technology. The world has really changed. Every application we rely on, every payment gateway, for those who have been able to explore some of all these technologies which we interact with, and every digital platform we use on a daily basis for communication is possible because of technology. All right. So take communication as an instance. We are all living in different states, or let me say different countries. I know some persons here might be from South Africa, but look at us here talking about one topic from various locations. So this is possible because of technology, right? Without technology, we might not actually get to this point. So today's topic, we are looking at why having a tech scale is a necessity, okay, in today's world, all right? So I think it should be something we look at this way. Why existing in a modern world? It's just like asking, why do we exist in a modern world, right? So if we look at that perspective, we should be able to understand the core concept, why technology is very important. There are a lot of issues, there are a lot of questions that are being answered, okay? This is possible because of technology. Problem solving, okay? Problem solving. A lot of applications you have today is solving one particular problem or the other. So we should be able to look at it from this angle. Technology is not just there for us to get money or do something, but of course, when you are solving problem solving can create an opportunity for you to make money out of it, right? So, but the fact remains that we are solving a problem. So every technology every application we are creating is solving one particular problem or the other. We have seen the evolution of AI, how things have changed, really changed, how data are accessed. Okay, a lot of things are being automated. So it is a problem we are solving, not actually making money. Okay, so yes, it's something we use to make money, but we should understand that it is a problem we are solving. So when you want to key into the tech, you want to build something, if you don't have a problem you are solving, of course, you should rethink. Okay, so with a solid understanding in some of all this technology, web fundamentals, and interactive connection, and the right technology logic, okay, we have the power to create something that is useful in our community, hyper-local solutions that connect everybody, that solve a particular problem within our neighborhood. So technology in this modern world is a necessity because we are living in the modern world. We are the modern people, and of course, that demands technology. Okay, that demands technology. If you want to retrieve information, if you want to save information, gone are those days whereby you have, okay, handwritten something. A lot of things have changed. Of course, we still have publications in some of all these things, but look around you. How many people are still buying newspaper on the street? How many people? All right. So there are a lot of things shifting, a lot of ways we can solve problems. All right. But for the fact that we are living in a world that demands modern things, it is a necessity. So people are going to solve these problems. You might not be the idea behind the problem solving, but people are going to solve it. For example, if that particular problem has to do with web assessment, okay, let's, for example, you go to a hospital, you still have a lot of logbooks and some other folders piling up everywhere. Okay, you want to solve it. You want to solve it, right? So the MD of that hospital is not going to be the one to solve it. He might have the idea, I want to upgrade my hospital. This is how, I don't want it to look this way. It has to be modern, okay? People are going to solve it. People are going to solve it. And who are these people? The tech guys, those with tech skills, you and I, all right? So if you have not been thinking it this way, it's something we need to start thinking about. It's something we really need to start thinking about. Tech is a necessity in this world. I introduced myself professionally as a medical practitioner, but of course, you know, some of you, some students whom I have mentored, you know, I'm a web developer, a full stack web developer. Okay, I didn't go into that field because I felt like it's get rich quick scheme. Okay, I felt like it's a Ponzi. No, I didn't get into that particular field, but I needed to solve a problem. And if I wanted to solve it, being that I want to solve it myself, it has to be in a modern way. It must be in a modern way. Some persons, they venture into tech, but they don't realize that the tech they are learning is actually something out of date, okay? If you must be a tech guy or a tech girl, I so much encourage you to make it modern, all right? You have to make it modern. Don't be left behind. Tech is evolving. The rate in which we are discovering new things in this world and in which the tech is growing in this world is very, very exponential. Every day new things are evolving. The tools you used yesterday might not be relevant anymore today, okay? But these things are necessary. Those ones are necessary for you to climb to where you are. Let's say HTML, CSS, okay? Just basic HTML, CSS. In the olden days, this is what we used to write web applications. Just with HTML and CSS, you are done. People are happy. The website is there, static websites, no dynamic content, right? People are happy with it. But these are not requirements for any web application you are building now. So that's why at Next College, you guys know we tend to teach the latest technology like Next.js, okay? Those are backend, you know what you do. And of course, the data analytics and other tracks, okay? So it has to be modern. It has to be modern, okay? So you've seen some persons, you ask them, what do you do? They say they are into tech, right? So what can you do with tech? What frameworks, what libraries, like what are the things you know about tech? Okay, they tell you they know tags, HTML tags, elements, colors, and this, right? Even CSS files. These are what they know. You throw more question, you will realize that they have actually learned tech, but they are on the wrong path. I'm sorry to say this, okay? They have learned tech and they are on the wrong path. And that brings me to the aspect of the money, because a lot of us, we said a lot of things, we said beautiful things, and we can agree that in as much as we want to solve problems, right? We also want to what? We really want to make it from there. That is the essence. Every problem you are solving should be able to encourage you to solve more. Let me put it that way. Okay, so most of persons you see who are into, for example, I'm using web development, for example, because that's where I'm teaching currently. So most persons, when they come out, they struggle a lot with jobs. Why? Their portfolio is saying a different thing. It is not even up to the requirements of many companies, all right? They have not learned the latest things that are needed. Why we are leaving a particular technology to another technology is sometimes because of security breach, vulnerabilities. The company who wants to hire you, they are going to look at security issues, all right? You can't be giving them something that people have left. Nobody is maintaining, because most times some of all these things are just like, okay, for example, you buy C2. There was a phone called C2 then. Okay, you start using it. You now start having some Androids, let's say Camon this, Redmi this, iPhone this, okay? Now, that first phones, those phones you were using, the parts are no longer in the market. The company has ceased to produce the parts. The engineers that can fix the faults, they are no longer interested in fixing it, but they are still using it. So what happens when it breaks? When it crashes, it becomes a problem. It becomes a bug in your hand, which you cannot solve because nobody is there. The parts are not there. If the screen crashes, no, they have left it. That is how it is in tech. When we are shifting from this to that, from A to B, we are actually looking at all these things. And if you don't upgrade yourself to be modern, even in backend, in all these areas, you see that nobody would want to hire you because that technology has a fault. Or let's say it is something nobody wants to take again. Okay, it is hard to maintain. Some of all these packages, some of us that use that are into web development, some of the things we do, okay, if the version is no longer being maintained, sometimes if you are a company, you know that if you are a company using it and you don't upgrade, you have to pay. You have to pay those people who wrote it to be able to write some things there which should be able to work for you. Otherwise, you have to upgrade. All right. So technology is what makes the world modern. And if the world is modern, we have to be modern. If we have to be modern, we have to have those skills that makes it modern. we must realize that with technology, we can solve a lot of problems. It is not just about making money. You yourself, you can come out tomorrow, you have an idea, you have, okay, how do people connect with local vendors, connect with getting fresh palm oil? It is very difficult. You don't trust this one, don't trust. That is how all these things start coming up. You just have to brainstorm. What can we solve? What problem can we solve? Next College came into existence. Do you know the reason? The reason is that we have tutorial hell. Boot camp. Within 3 months, somebody is boasting of web development that I'm a full stack web developer. Within 3 months. So there is a whole bit issue in that particular thing because they don't actually learn the things they need to learn. They are being rushed and at the same time not giving the appropriate things. Most of them that finish bootcamp within 3 to 4 months, they only learned HTML and CSS. How many applications will you be building with HTML and CSS in this? I mean, when I say HTML and CSS, I mean the basic HTML and CSS, you know, the starting point. How many? None of these applications are being built. The barest minimum will require something that is of a good standard. All right. So you can brainstorm, come up with a solution to a particular problem. Of course, you can be able to collaborate with people. So you see why Next College came into existence. It's not just because we want to start. Of course, you know how much you pay at Next College. It's not even enough to pay the mentors, right? That is the fact. But it was built because there is a problem. There is a problem that needs to be addressed. Okay, so people built it. Those people with skill, they built it. With tech skill, they built it. Every organization will require some of all these tech skills, whether data analytics, backend developer, front-end developer, product manager, and some other things that we need to make it a whole. All right. So thank you guys for joining us today. And I do hope that you pick a skill after today and you pursue it because you are in a modern world. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Mark.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mark Chizoba, for that amazing session, for sharing your insights with us, for opening our eyes to see how the world is evolving, how we need to pick a skill and not just pick a skill and go into tutorial help, but to actually pick a skill, gain um, gain mentorship from the right sources and pursue your skill with hands-on practice. Thank you so much. So, moving on, I will be calling on another of our mentor, another of our what should I use? Another of our person who not only go into tech to gain skills and use skills, but has also decided to come out and share what he has gathered over the years to the younger generation and make also reasons why we need to evolve as the world is also evolving. No one wants to do things manually anymore. You can't tell me that you want to make food and then you want to use a grinding stone where we have a blender. You want to chop vegetables with your hands when we have actually have a tool that can help us chop vegetables. So let's welcome Mr. Augustine David. He's going to share with us what he thinks as to why learning a tech skill is very important in our present world. He's going to share with us what he thinks, what he has learned over the years, and the best way possible to pursue our tech skills if we decide to pick one and go for it today. So let's put our hands together as we say a welcome to Mr. Augustine David to come share with us what he has for us. Mr. Augustine, please, you have the floor.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. You guys are welcome to this webinar. Is actually a great opportunity speaking here and having you guys here. Okay. You guys are welcome. Okay. My name is Augustine Mesoma David. Okay, and I'm a full stack developer and also a mentor at Nest College. Okay, before I start, I would like to ask a question. Okay, I don't need you to answer it, just think about it. Now, if technology disappear from your workspace or your home tomorrow, how much of the work can you still be able to do? Okay, if there is no laptop, there is no phone, there is no internet connection, how are you going to survive? So I want to just reflect on that. Okay, so let's go back to what we have for today. Our topic today is why having a tech skill is necessity today. Is what necessity today. Technology as a whole is not just for people into IT or programming. Okay, we find tech in a lot of places. Because once you mention tech, some people used to misunderstand it. It's not just learning data analytics, learning back-end, front-end, and thereabout. There are a lot of things when it comes to what? When it comes to tech. Okay, so we see tech in banking. Most of the time, if you take a look at what we used to have before, when it comes to banking, when you have to go to the bank, stand in queue just for you to do what? Withdraw money. You see that things have changed a lot. If I ask you guys when last you went to the bank, you'll be surprised. It's almost 1 year you went to the bank or 6 months ago. But before now, you have to go to the bank every time for you to withdraw your money. Either making use of ATM, all right, or you go to the bank direct for you to do what? Withdraw just 10,000 naira. So things have actually changed. So technology as a whole is not just for programmers or people in IT. So we see technology in banking, healthcare, in education, just like what we are doing now. We are learning, all right? You see it's what in education. You also see it in business, entertainment, okay, government, and also in communication. So all these places are where you actually do what? Encounter technology. Whether you like it or not, you must do what? Encounter technology. So it's not something that you have to do what? You have to avoid. Now, we knowing that this is not just for programmers or for people in IT, then now ask yourself, what is really tech skill? So tech skill is not really about coding. I've mentioned this already. Okay, so we have expanded towards many other areas. First and foremost, let's talk about the technical skill part of it. Okay, so when we talk about the technical skill part of it, so we talk about software development, data analysis, talk about cyber security, cloud computing, UI, US, okay, AI, networking, digital marketing, video and content production. So all these things are skills that you can gain when you come to what? When you come to tech. Okay, and apart from just this part of tech, which is technical skill part of it, we also have the star skills. Something like making use of some tools like spreadsheets, all right, being able to make use of some online collaboration or platform, digital communication, research and information management. So all these things are what? Are skills. All right, very, very important. They are all what? They are very, very important when it comes to what? When it comes to technology as a whole. Now, that creates opportunity beyond traditional job. That is one thing you need to know. You went to the school, to the 4 walls of school, we are able to learn some things in school. They are very, very important. Mr. Mark mentioned that he came from what? A health field, and now he's a full stack developer. Okay, so that means you can still be able to maintain the things you studied in school, and you do what? You see acquire other skills. You know, before now, human brain can actually accommodate a lot of things. But over the time, I don't know what's happened. They just built schools. Okay, they just built schools, and they now push you. You have to learn either engineering, or you learn law, or you go ahead and learn one thing or the other, restricting your brain, that your brain cannot really function and do what, acquire other things. But our brain can actually go far more than that. Okay, it can really go far more than that. That means if you're in school, it's not preventing you from doing what? Acquiring a skill. And the easiest skill you can acquire when you're in school basically is what? A tech skill. Because most of these skills are acquired without you leaving your room. So you can sit down and do what? Learn things. You can sit down and do what? Acquire a lot of skills without you leaving your particular what? Your room. But there are some skills that you can learn, but you have to leave your room. Like haymaking, carpentry, and all those things need to do what? You need to leave your house for you to do those things. But in tech, it can just be at the comfort of your home, and you get to learn. Within 5 months or 1 year, together with your dedication and consistency, you acquire that particular skill, which is going to do what? Fetch you money and also give you opportunity to solve what? Solve real world problem. So all these things are what? Coming from what? From the help of what? Technology. So without technology, there will be no what? No tech skill. So we also need to appreciate the level we are now, what internet have done for us, and how we are still moving forward. Then we still continue. When you have a tech skill, you have another what? Another opportunity in your life. It don't just depend traditionally on what you learned in school. You can go on, you can build some products, you can build products for some people, you can start your own business, okay, as an entrepreneur. You can also work remotely, freelancing, okay? And it's only tech skill that can give you the kind of opportunity in which you are in your house and you're working for a top company outside your country. There's still some other research platform that can do this for you, but tech is always at the top of it. So the next thing you can ask ourselves is, how do we really get this tech skill? Because that is a very important question. Now, when you want to pick a tech skill, there are some things you need to ask yourself. What am I interested in? Okay, that is the first thing. What am I actually interested in? Because people have interest differently. Victor may have interest for full stack development, while Blessing may have interest for data analytics. All right, so it's a different thing. There are two different human beings, and they have interest for different things. So what is your interest? So you have to discover things that actually does what interests you, because this is going to be a very important question for you, especially as you keep on learning. So what actually does what interests you? Then the next thing is, what problem do you enjoy solving? All right. When you get your interest right, then that means that next question will be easier for you because you already have interest for a particular thing. So even at 12 midnight, you still be happy to do what? To actually engage on those things. Now, when you come to web development as a whole, I love web development. Okay, so anytime you wake me up in the night to even teach you something about web development, I will actually engage on that. Okay, if I don't know about it, I can quickly learn about it and do what? Improve on them. Okay, so that means I have interest and I love solving problems when it comes to what? Web development. Some people, it may be UI, UX, cybersecurity, data analytics. Some people just love data. Okay, they just love how to check mean, mode, calculate all those things. And it was fine for them. Someone like me, I may not like it. All right, the same thing happened to other people. They may not really like programming, JavaScript, Python, and all those things. Those things scare them. All right, then move to the last one. What skill are valuable in the market? Okay, Mr. Mark mentioned something about this. You also have to ask yourself what skill and still what's valuable in the market now. So when you want to pick a particular tech skill, you need to research. Even though you have interest on something, you enjoy doing something, but you need to know that this particular skill you are learning now, is it really available in the market? Can this actually fetch me money? Can I solve more problems with this? Can people know me from what I'm learning now? So you need to ask yourself those questions, these 3 questions. The first one, what am I interested in? Then the second one, what problem do I enjoy solving? Then the last one is, what skill are available in the market? So once you're able to answer these questions, then you now choose a particular tech skill. Then the best thing you can do is just do what? Follow that your path. Don't deviate. Just keep on learning. Because one thing is, learning is not easy most of the time. Sometimes you'll be tired. You don't feel like continuing. But you can't be able to achieve those things without you doing what? Pushing forward. Everything is always hard when you are starting. But over the time, it gets what? It gets easier. But the worst thing is you doing what? Giving up. Because if you give up, what are you going to do again? You find another thing to learn, you still give up. You find another thing to learn, you still give up. So the best thing you can do is to do what? Is to continue with what you have already started. So any tech skill you pick, just continue learning that particular skill. You're already in the right tracks. You're in next college, all right? Or aspiring to be what? In next college. And in this platform, we always do our best to make sure that we have a recorded session where you can be able to do what? Watch video. Assignments can also be able to do what? Do your assignments. And all these things is just for you to do what? Get a test skill. But before I wrap it up, I will just say a little story about my journey when it comes to tech as a whole. Around 2019, I picked interest in tech. Then I was still in school. COVID-19 time, it actually opened my mind. Then I was still in school, but we are not going to school. What am I going to do with my life? I can't read again. I was tired of reading and thereabouts because I love reading, to tell you the truth. I don't really know what I'm going to do with my life. I started searching. What can I learn and thereabouts? So over this time, all my research, I found about programming. Okay, then I don't have any mentor to guide me. I was just watching some YouTube video. I was just rigmaroling from one place to another. I watched Python, I watched JavaScript, I watched C++. I don't even know what I was even doing. All right. Then after some years later, I think after 2 years from then, okay, a friend gave me a guideline. This is things you need to do. I went to his house. He was able to install some things in my laptop. I don't really know what I was doing, but I know that this actually is an eye-opener. I was given some videos to watch. I should watch it, but within 2 weeks, I should be done watching that particular video. And that is how my journey started in tech fully. So even till now, I still remember the name of the person I watched his first video, Kevin Powell, okay, in HTML and CSS. Even till now, I still remember his name. Because every time I was sleeping that particular time, I always remember Kevin Powell and his voice. Then I watched that particular video. Once I was done with it, I have to move to the next thing. So from there, I moved to JavaScript. I keep on learning, I keep on pushing, even though I was still in school. And basically, it's a medical school, physiotherapy precisely. So I keep on pushing, even combining the school, all right, and my learning. The only thing it did is that I was able to slow down on my grades when it comes to school, because I was learning 2 things at the same time. So one thing have to suffer for other one to come in. So all this particular time I was learning, it was not easy, but I was still consistent. The reason why I'm giving you this particular story is because if I can be able to do this when I was still in college, you can be able to do this whether you are still in college or outside college. And this the best time for you to learn tech. The best time is when you are still in school or yesterday. The second best time for you to learn tech or choose a particular path is today. So once we are done with this particular webinar, I want you to know that choosing a particular career in tech is not going to be easy. You need dedication. You need it to have a fighting spirit. I don't need to give up when it comes to what tech as a whole. And again, the best gift you can give to someone that is not here is sharing what we just said here. Then the person, do you know you can learn data analytics? Just looking at the person is good with maths. And then the person, see, I think you can learn data analytics. It's going to be good for you. Just open up that feed for the person. You don't know what or how this is going to turn out for that particular person. And he's going to come back to show his gratitude or her gratitude for you exposing him to things he does not actually know. Because some of us here wish we started earlier than now. Okay, so I use this to end this particular note. I want you to make sure that you do what? You also extend what we discussed in this particular session to people around you, not just to you. So information you get should not just be consumed by you and you alone. So you should not be greedy when you come to what? When you come to information. Because at Next College, we always do our best to make sure we impart our students rightly the best way they need to learn. We don't hoard any information. We do our best to make sure that you do what? That you learn. So once you learn or you have some information, try and do what? Extend it to people around you. So at in our next session, they can also get to join where we get to do what? Rub our mind together and learn one thing or what? Or the other within what? Within 1 hour. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Augustine, for that insightful and valuable session. That was an amazing rundown from you. We've certainly get a better understanding of the importance of developing relevant tech skills and staying prepared from the future. So far, Mr. Mark and Mr. Augustine have said a whole lot, ranging from fintech to health tech to edutech, listing out various tech skills we can hop on to get along with the world as it gradually revolves into technology. So as we at the end of this session, I believe we will all go back and sit ourselves down, reflect on our life decision, and see reasons why, for those of us that already pick a skill, why we should sit consistently with it, learn whatever it is we need to learn to be able to catch up with at the phase at which the world is revolving. And if you're yet to pick a skill, this is the right time for you to do that, because you wouldn't want to be left behind. You can't sit back and watch your peers go out there and explore the digital world. So this is an amazing session. We have heard a lot from both the participants, as both from ourselves and from our two speakers, Mr. Mark and Mr. Augustine. And at this point, we will now move into our questions and answer session. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, seek clarification, or share your thoughts on what we have discussed so far. Like we said earlier, this is an interactive session. We learn from you and you learn from us. Even the speakers, they don't know it all, despite the fact that they have been into this tech for years. There are some things you might have come across that they might have not seen. So this is an opportunity for us to interact with ourselves. If you have a question, if you need clarification at any point, maybe you have sat yourself down and you can't seem to find a particular tech skill you are interested in, or you think is best fit for you. Maybe you have interest in something and then your skills aren't aligning with that particular skill you have interest in. This is an opportunity for you to seek clarification, or if you have something to add to what our speakers have said, this is an opportunity for you to say it. So if you have a question, please raise your hands up and you will be called on to ask, or you need clarification, or you have something to say to us. Please don't shy away from asking questions. This is an open floor. We are all one here. It's an opportunity for you to learn. It's an opportunity for you to interact with people that are in the field for years, for you to gain clarification and for you to learn more. So please, if you have a question, kindly raise your hands and you will be called on. I think there's a question on the chat. So Yakim is asking, I'm curious, do you guys do physical classes? Okay, so for now, next college doesn't do physical classes, because if we decide to do physical classes, it's just going to be in a particular region and it's going to be a limitation to others. So that's why next college decided to hop on virtual classes so that opportunities will be given to those both far and near. So next college doesn't do physical classes. Next college only do virtual classes. Thank you. All right. So if you have a question, please, I need your hands up. I need a lot of questions. I want us to talk. I want us to communicate like we are being physical, like we're seeing ourselves, like we're peer groups. Like just talk, please. Blessing, Chisom, Hogan, Victor, Adenike. We all need to speak. We all need to ask questions. Jude. Sorry, you didn't join us earlier. You didn't tell us your name. You weren't here. I think you joined late. And I think Jude also. Jude, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you are correct. I have to beat traffic trying to get to my destination. So sorry I joined late. And I think I should be the first person to join next time if possible.
Okay. Okay. So that would be
Okay.
amazing.
Yes. Okay. The same question the other person asked in the comment section I was wanting to ask, but you have given clarification for that one. I want to thank Next College for this stuff. I'll be eager. My friend just said, "Can you join this link?" As in, let's just join this link and see how it's going to be for you. So I'll be eager to actually learn one tech skill or the other, and I think the last speaker that spoke is it actually give like it softened my heart, and I really like the way he put it, and it's not late yet to learn. So I think I'm eager to learn. For now, I'm just new to next college, so I don't have question yet. But the question I will ask is, when is the next enrollment, if possible? When the next class is starting? Is the class already on? And that. So I think that's the question I should ask now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for listening to your friend who told you to just like join this league, join this league. Those are friends, yeah. So we get to put all our friends in order. We get to like tag our friends along. Anywhere you see something good happening, just tag your friends. Let's just join. Let's just see how it goes. So thanks to your friend and thank you for joining. And I'm super glad that you were able to gain something from this session. It's really, really gladdens us because that's what we're out here for. We're out here to actually see how we can help the younger generation get on track when it comes to technology. So moving on to your questions. A cohort is currently on, but they are far gone. I think they're 1 month gone already. It's a 5 month program, and they are 1 month gone already. The date for the next cohort hasn't been decided by the next college management team yet, but once it is, it will be communicated. Are you on the what next college community go? Jude,
Yeah, sorry.
are you on the next college community group on WhatsApp?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Okay, so here's what you will do for me. Okay, for next college, you will go on to register at nextcollege.dev. Do you get that?
Okay, I would love if you can drop it on the comment section.
Okay, I'll do that now. So you register at nextcollege.dev, and then I'll get your information from there, and you will be added to the Next College community group because that's where most important information are shared. Also, you can go on to follow Next College on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. Important information and updates are always posted on our social media platform. So go ahead now and follow us on all our social media platforms, and also do well to register at nextcollege.dev. I'll be putting that on the chat now. Okay. Okay, so that's the Next College website. Just search that on your browser and you will get it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Toby, can you hear me? We haven't heard anything from you. Also gonna say that I think I'm free to say you joined us late, so would like to hear from you, please. Toby, can you hear me?
Use the opportunity to, because one of my friends was interested in learning AI, AI field. I don't know, we don't really know the name of the field, but maybe computer vision, machine learning, something like that. So just wanted to ask if Next College will go into that going forward.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So currently, Lex College doesn't offer machine learning or artificial intelligence, or as the time goes, sorry, as the time goes on, that will be incorporated into the curriculum. So for now, Lex College doesn't have the machine learning program up and running. But as time goes on, that will be an added course. Okay, thank you. Who should I call? Blessing, Chineye, Ayomide, Samuel. Do you have any question? Do you need clarification? Blessing, can you hear me?
But I
Okay,
don't have a yeah.
okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Ayomide, Samuel. Chisom, if you need to say something, you can send it to the chat and I will read it out for us. If you're not in a conducive environment, you can send that to the chat and it will be read out. Thank you. Ayomide Samuel, do you have any question? Adenike,
Yes, ma. I have a question, ma. I
Okay,
want to ask that
you have the
how does
floor.
technology affect young people?
How does technology affect young people?
Yes.
Technology affects young people in varieties of ways. The world is evolving. Okay, we have said a lot here. Did you join us earlier or you joined late?
No, I had everything. Just want to confirm again. That's why I asked. Because I had everything the man
Okay,
said earlier.
okay. You heard everything the man said
Yes,
earlier. Okay,
yes,
maybe to
yes,
just call on the man. I should call
yes.
on him to give a clarification. So
All
I'm
right.
going to call
Thank
on
you.
Mr. Augustine. Mr. Augustine to give you more clarification on why technology affects us young people.
All right. Okay. Can you hear me, Samuel? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. That's good. Okay. So when you talk about how technology actually affects young people, when you talk about affects, it can be positive or negative what effects on those particular people. Okay. Now, young people, that are people you call the Gen Zs, all right, they are very curious people. That is the truth. They are very curious. And reason being that they are born in the age where a lot of things is happening and happening very, very fast. Okay. Now, those curious people, when you come with curiosity to technology, you are going to explode very, very well in terms of positive impact of it. Okay. You want to learn. And there are a lot of things for you to learn. Okay. Because learning is now easier. Just small token and someone will teach you backend development, front-end development. Okay. So in that regard, it's going to affect you positively. But also when you use technology in a wrong sense, because the same tech we are making use of, most people spend time online without doing anything. Okay, just watching some videos and thereabouts. So tech in some tech products may be affecting them negatively. All right, so the same generation, but depends on what the individual. So if you are very curious, it's going to affect you positively. And there will be no restriction because you can learn anything anywhere. Before now, if you want to learn, let me say, backend development and thereabouts, you have to go to a physical school, all right, subscribe for computer science, pay for computer science, and go to the 4 walls of schools. But now, see me and you, we are learning all these things and we are working with all these things and creating products without going through what computer science. Okay, so that is the sense in which technology can be able to what affect the Gen Zs or what the younger people in our midst now.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Ayomide, did you get the clarification you seek?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. I've seen my point.
Okay, thank you
All right.
so
Thank you,
much.
ma. Yes, ma.
Thank you. Okay, so moving on, we'll ask you don't ask question. God's power. God's power. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, God's power. We didn't hear from you when we did the introduction. I'm guessing you joined us late. Can we hear from you, please? Do you have any question? Do you
Yeah,
seek
actually,
clarification in any area?
oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Though
Okay,
I a little bit joined them late, but I'm okay. I
okay,
heard everything that Mr. Mark and Mr. Wilson said. Actually, thank you very much.
okay, okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Frank, can you hear me? Frank. Okay, I think Mr. Frank isn't available. Okay, we'll spend a lot of time here. I think that will be all for the question and answer section. So, thank you so much for joining us. It's really amazing having you all here. See, I won't lie, I enjoyed the session. I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed the lessons, the speech from our speakers, Mr. Mark and Mr. Augustine, the introductory section, getting to know each and every one of you, getting to know your opinions, your insights on why having a tech skill is a necessity in today's world. It was amazing hearing from every of you. Thank you so much. So as we come to the end of today's session, I do like to sincerely thank Mr. Augustine and Mr. David for taking the time to share their knowledge and insights to us with us, and a big thank you to everyone who joined us and actively participated. Today's session has reminded us that technology is continuously shaping the world, and developing relevant tech skills can help us stay prepared and take advantage of new opportunities. So on this note, we are encouraging everyone to keep learning, keep up adapting, and keep growing. Don't just learn a skill, don't just learn the basics of a skill and then think that that's all, because you can get in tomorrow and you will see that those skills you learned are those tools you learned to use for a particular skill are outdated. So don't just learn, you keep learning as the world keeps evolving, as new tools keep dropping, just keep learning, keep growing. Yeah. So thank you so much once again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at more of next college sessions. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. So this officially brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you so much everyone for joining us. It was amazing. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in our next session. And while joining, bring in your friends. Just like Jude was told, just join, and let's see how it goes. Just tell that friend to just join and see how it goes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It was amazing having this session with you all. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I look forward to more. Thank you so much. And do have a lovely evening and a lovely week ahead.